Hello everybody, welcome back once again. We are playing the Chrono Cross Remaster, starting out here in Chronopolis, and I actually have pretty much done everything here that's kind of relevant. So let's head on into the B1, or basement, and we'll continue on. We're just before the Fate fight. I made a rhyme. You can actually trap a freefall element from Fate, but I don't know if I'll do that. Just because I have so many of them already. Maybe I will just for fun. But yeah, not really needed. I should also check steals for Fate. I don't know if Fate has anything. My guess is probably. Don't have auto battle on here. Where are we at? Where's Fate? There it is. Hearing of Light. That seems really annoying and silly. Oh, rare drop is Holy Healing. Uh-oh. Oh, that doesn't sound good because I think I want that. Well, let's see here. Fingerprint and retina scan required. Please step inside the circle and hold up your left hand. Oh yeah, Project Kid. Analyzing, please stand by. Analysis complete. Fingerprints, retina, and C-class DNA all clear. Data discrepancy due to aging within permissible range. 96% confirmation that this individual is the last registered Arbiter. Oh man, get a little Halo vibe now. Welcome back, Chrono Trigger. So that's why. Lynx needed Surge's form. Lynx must be inside already. Yes. Along with the frozen flame. Indeed. I think actually what I'm gonna do here is go back to the dock and save. Okay, so just went and saved. Now I don't actually know now that that was all that necessary, but there's so much conflicting information about this game, and it's kind of funny. I don't really remember that being the case before, but in a few places that I've looked, Fate is listed as having, I think it's the Earring of Light as its common steel. That's not true. That is its rare steel. Its common steel actually is the Holy Healing element, which is good. And then in other places, I've seen, and I believe incorrectly, that Fate drops the Holy Healing element, and I don't think that's true. I think, as far as, and I should say, I tested this just a little bit, probably, I mean, at least 10 times. It actually may have been even more than that, but I never, and 10 times isn't really enough for a good test, but I only ever got the magic seal to drop. Now, again, I've seen in places that rarely Fate will drop the Holy Healing element as well. So, by that rationale, we should be able to get 2 Holy Healing elements from here, but I can't confirm that. I was not able to get it to drop. Very easy to steal it, right? Again, because it's the common, but did not see it dropping. So, and also in another spot that I looked, it did not say that Fate is dropping the Holy Healing element. It was only a steal, and the drop is always going to be the magic seal. Now, I'm leaning towards that being the case, but I can't be 100% sure, so I actually want to just point that out. But anyways, let's get this started. I want to move on. So, Arbiter confirmed, access granted. Where are we? Is that the frozen flame? Exactly. The hearer of people's prayers, the provider of riches, fame, and power, the bestower of eternal life, the promiser of peace and happiness. This is the essence of what descended from the heavens in that prehistoric age. The living crimson stone, the frozen flame. Lynx, what took you so long? You had me worried. Worried that you might have perished on the way here. Are you all right? It's no use. I put her soul to sleep. I had to remove any potential obstacle from us having this talk. Who are you? What are you after? You still don't know? I am the human incarnation of fate. Okay, well, there's a big drop. The living interface of the fate computer system. Big reveal, I should have said. Not a big drop. It's a big reveal. God. Or put simply, I too am fate. What? 14 years ago, on the night of a terrible storm, the cogs began to turn. That night, Wazuki and Miguel set out to sea carrying a sick child in their boat. That child was you, Serge, after you had been attacked by that panther demon. Your poisoned wounds were beyond the healing abilities of the doctors in Termina or even Goldov. So they set sail to Marbul in order to see the sage there, not knowing how bad the storm would become. Being skilled sailors, the two men were able to survive the storm, but they were blown off course and came ashore on this island where they decided to seek shelter. At the time, this research center was offline due to the severity of the storm. It only took 10 minutes for the system to power back up, but by then, the flame had found you. Contact with the flame healed your young body, but that was not all. Once the security system was rebooted, it would only grant access to you, the Arbiter. You can't imagine the trouble this caused the Fate computer system in achieving its objective. Inside of Fate, there was a standalone circuit that had been kept hidden since the old Mother Brain generation. That circuit was designed to start a malfunction, or more precisely, a rebellion. Who would have thought that such a small bug, a traitor, could exist inside of Fate? That hidden circuit was based on the initial Ash-tier model circuit board, with extra logic added by another scientist. Fate itself did not realize that the circuit was present within the core of its system, or more correctly, the circuit was programmed so that the moment Fate did detect it, it would erase all record of its detection. Dr. Luca Ash-tier. Unbelievably intelligent and incredibly enthusiastic. You might even go so far as to call her a mad scientist. Of course, I don't think it was she who implemented her theory. It was most likely the work of Balthazar, the first curator of the research center. Fate, bring out the traitor, bring out Prometheus. Wait, so he's the living incarnation of Fate, so why is he calling out Fate? No, I'm gonna nitpick the dialogue a little. Affirmative. You have finally released me. Welcome back, so you're the real Serge. I've waited a long time for you. I'm glad you made it in time. Serge, I beg you, please bring an end to the enmity between Fate and the dragons. Fate, eliminate him. Affirmative, now eliminating Prometheus. Robo, no! No, you can't. But please, for the future of mankind. For the future. Oh, sad. Idiot. Destruction to those who oppose the goddess of fate. Lynx, why you? Ha! Come, Serge. Yeah, let's get it on. Let's do it. It's time to rumble. Show me what the purpose of your life on this planet is. Teach me what it means to be alive. Alright, can do. So, as I said, the common steel is actually the holy healing element, which, you know, is a good thing. The earring of light is the rare. It's garbage, in my opinion. So I'm not going to worry about, you know, trying to get that. Also, you can trap the freefall element here. That's probably a good idea. Also, I do have Serge equipped with the black plate. I think that makes the most sense on him, because he is the one that's going to potentially be taking the most damage from Fate, as she is going to be using only black elements. Here's Diminish, which actually doesn't really hurt me. Let's just pillage here. And there it is, Holy Healing. Next up, I'm going to go up to 5 with Glenn here and set the free fall trap. Not so much because I care that much about the element itself, but I'd rather reduce, you know, potential damage that would have come from that. So let's do that. And Serge is going to absolutely slaughter here. Let's get a buff going from Glenn. Let's use that strengthen element. How appropriate that Surge is the opposite innate of Fate. Thanks for the heal, buddy. Let's do the Vigora on Surge. Does he have, oh, he does have darkness on him. Oh no, terrible. Okay, well, let's, before I waste a bunch of that buff, yeah, let's do the Purify on Surge. It's the first time I've seen that happen to Surge. And here's the free fall trap. And that's the end of Fate. Just like that. That's what you get. Alright, star level, got some new stats. And there it is, the magic seal. No, how could you? I, Fate, the goddess of fate, was not meant to die. Where in blazes am I? Surge, what happened to me? Aha, that's it. No, alright. Touch us. Do not touch it. Kid, I know the feelings you have inside of you. The urge to bring everything to nothing is now stronger than your desire to save everyone. You may want to throw yourself off the cliff of destruction. That is your imperative. But, s'il vous plaît, kid. Do not drag Surge and the others down into destruction with you. Shut up, you loony. I know what I'm doing. It's too late. There's no turning back now. Oh no. Best girl Harl. Fate has fallen. Fate has died. Finally, the time has come. Indeed, the long, endless night shall finally come to an end. By the way, why was the fire dragon in his, like, little form? Why wasn't he all beefed up? Now for mankind. I shall make you bleed. Oh no. Ah, a new challenger arises. Feel 1,000,000 years of this planet's agony, pain, and suffering. I don't remember there being such a strong planet striking back against humans for destroying everything. I don't remember that theme so much in previous times that I had played, but that is the case. This is kind of one of the coolest, but also creepiest. I think it's this anyway. Hopefully I'm not misremembering that, but yeah, one of the cooler scenes in the game. But the creepy part is when the dragons come together. I think that's now. Yeah, and here's Terra Tower, which is really cool. Not only does it look really cool, but there's a lot of really good loot that comes out of there. Which makes sense, it's the last dungeon in the game. Oh no, it doesn't look like that's not the scene I was thinking of. That must be later. Terra Tower, it's come back to life again. In the year 2400, during a counter-time experiment, the flame goes out of control. This causes the dimensions to rip apart, resulting in the time crash. Engulfed in an enormous dimensional vortex, Chronopolis was hurled 10,000 years back in time. Maybe this was Lavos' doing. Maybe he saw the possibility of his being destroyed by the adventurers in 1999, and decided to create a new outcome in order to escape destruction. And so, when the experiment took place, Lavos pulled the frozen flame back to the ancient past, where he was only just awakening. But that ain't all. At the same time, another city from a different dimension's future was also thrown back in time. Dinopolis, the future city of the Reptites, Azala's descendants, who had evolved more closely with the planet, just as Lavos, in an attempt to save itself, summoned Chronopolis from the distant future. Perhaps our planet summoned Dinopolis back into the past, maybe as a measure against Chronopolis and humanity. It wasn't the dragon gods who sealed away the frozen flame. What actually happened is that fate used the flame to divide and seal the dragons. And now that fate has been defeated, the dragons will join together again to start their revenge. Alright. Oh, here it is. Here it is. This is the scene I was thinking of. It looked like the fire dragon was back in his big form. I feared it would come to this. I didn't want to have to fight with you if it could have been avoided. Adieu, Surge. Adieu. So my understanding is that Harl does kind of get absorbed into the Time Devourer. I find that a little bit weird, and it doesn't make that much sense to me why they didn't include that actually happening. Because it does kind of open up maybe a little bit of doubt. Maybe because I don't want it to be true, but Harl does say there also that she didn't want to have to fight us, but now she has to. And it's kind of interesting. Harl is supposed to be I think it's the 7th dragon, and kind of acts as an agent of the dragons throughout the entire game. Although right there at the end, right before Kid makes kind of the killing blow on Fate, she does say, stop, don't do it. And so it's kind of weird. She does seem to have at least a little bit of self-awareness and ability to maybe not necessarily go along with what the dragons want, and I assume also that has something to do with her feelings for Surge. But yeah, I mean, again, my assumption then also is that she does get unfortunately absorbed into the Time Devourer, and at that point she, I guess, doesn't really have a choice, which still seems a little bit weird because again she does act independently, and there at the very end, she does try to convince Kid not to, deal with Fate in that way. But yeah, it's also kind of hard. I guess I'm kind of curious what the developers had intended as well, but that's my understanding of the events. But anyways, all right. So let's get on with this stuff here. So Car says, "Give me a freaking break. You mean to tell me that we were being used all this time?" Yeah. Damn. What is done, although we may not like it. In any case, we need to make our way into that floating tower. Yes, we cannot just twiddle our thumbs and do nothing. The only problem is, so we have to find a way up there, right? It's not like the great SS Invincible can make it up there either. There has to be a way. Yes, the world has infinite possibilities. There has to be something that will help us reach that tower. At least our objective is clear. I do not know how, but we must find a way. So, like, whatever happened to Kid after that? Doesn't look like she'll ever wake up. Indeed. She is resting at Radius's place. Well, at least she can rest quietly there. Plus, Radius will watch over her. Her spirit seems to be possessed by the past. A powerful item is necessary in order to dispel it. Something like the dragon tear or the Masamune? Yes. No use just moping around here. Indeed, we have much to do. However, time will not wait. Also, so I should say that was a hint as to the two items that we need, which is the dragon tear, which is actually right now split into two things, right? It's the tear of love and tear of hate. I believe anyway, if I'm remembering correctly. And also the Masamune, which we already have, so. Well, technically, I guess we have the Master Mune. Again, same diff, though. Then we have to take action. Let's shove off, mateys. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I think I'll just keep this this party right here for the time being. There's the save. Let's see. Yeah, I think I may just end this one here, actually. I mean, it feels like a pretty appropriate place. And we'll probably... I'll just go to get the dragon tier and the Chrono Cross. Or do we already have the dragon tier? We actually already have that. Anyways. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So, alright, anyways, as always, I hope the guide was helpful, and thank you for watching.